Hey, Mark King here, and this is a story from Breitbart. This is. Jeez, why? I think Ben Shapiro has this great line about taxes. Is literally the government putting a gun to the head of someone else, and someone else is the citizens. You know, okay, so human history has proven that we need taxes. Alright, so we do need taxes, but you, you okay, taxes are important where it helps your own community. Giving free money to single mothers, for example, doesn't help your community. Okay, taxes should be used to pay for your schools if you want to send your kid to the school. Pay for the roads and highways. That's it. You know, if you want transportation, yeah, all right, that's it. It's just this is. I mean, as much as I'll make fun of California, it's just this is insane. That is insane. It's what you see in a lot of quote unquote socialist countries. Well, okay, countries that tend to, I shouldn't say socialist, countries that tend to have universal health care. It's you see insane tax rates. I mean, you really can't live with those. That's the wrong word I said. You you can't innovate. That's really it. If your income is basically hamstrung by taxes, you can't do much. You live a good life, but it's the point. There's luxuries that you think you're enjoying now. You'll no longer have access to those luxuries. So let's just read a little bit. This is again by Breitbart. This is by Joel Palak. California Democrats are planning to raise the state highest in the nation taxes even higher this month, hiking the top rate in the state to six, just as a 17%. Screw it. So a bill introduced California top personal income tax rate already the highest at 13.3 will be this is a 17%. Screw it. To take effect, they said a bill will need to be approved by 2/3 the legislature before they adjourn on August 31st. There's no hope. There is just no hope. But again, they vote for these things. And here's a little bit more breakdown here. 1 to 2 million, 3%. Yeah, yeah, you got it here. Okay, this is just again. Okay, so here's the things, right? So the rule of thumb is the quote unquote the Democrats, they will tax you to death, while the Republicans will simply give tax breaks to the rich. The thing is, tax breaks to the rich has been proven to create jobs. That's why you kind of do it. You know, if you don't give tax breaks, they'll just simply fly to another country. Sorry, just the way it goes. Do I think there's something wrong with it? Absolutely. A lot of these bastards are basically supporting China. I have a lot of issues with that. Speaking of China, let's just look at another story here. This is from last week, I think. Nike will lay off 500 workers as it's okay. So this is in Portland. This is in Portland. This is Oregon. It's Oregon. Beaverton instead of the Beaverton headquarters. Anyway, the whole point of this is they're laying off 500 workers a month and a half after promising 40 million to the communist BLMs. Okay, the Bastard Lives Matter people. Okay, let's just call them the Bastard Lives Matters. Okay. What upsets me about those people? They'll protest for that, but they won't protest for education. They won't protest for the divorce courts. They won't protest for the unfair practice of basically woman gets full custody. They won't protest that stuff. They won't protest important things. This is one of the communist talking points. It kind of ties into basically you 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 allow people to do. Okay, so a better example will be you you create an education, for example, where you create classes that won't benefit you. So this is why African American studies exist, female gender studies exist. It basically doesn't teach you any life skills. That's what the communists do. Again, all these things are really meant to destroy a nation. Okay, okay, that's it. Every school should teach like maybe a shop class, mechanic class, wood making. Those things are important. Of course, they don't. Instead, they'll hire a BS a BS teacher, for lack of a better for lack of a word I'm thinking right now that's inappropriate. But they'll hire somebody with a BS degree who will teach a BS class. What's the big thing now? Oh, they're trying to teach something called social social emotional awareness, some nonsense like that in schools now. It's mind-boggling that you'll teach that to kids, but you won't teach them about balancing a checkbook, about APR, about taxes, how taxation works. They don't. Anyway, the permanent reduction of the workforce includes members of Nike's corporate leadership team and some corresponding executive assistants, the letter says. Anyway, I basically said everything. Hammered by the virus, which will be the excuse. Net loss of seven. Again, the thing is bothersome. The fact that they're basically giving 40 million to the people that'll steal from them, that'll rob them, the people that won't buy the goods, while the people who do buy the goods, they get the short end of the staff, quote unquote. And these things just like it boggles the mind that these are where the quote unquote the Antifa guys, of course we know why they don't. They should be at Nike headquarters protesting, you know. But as we know, they don't really care about this stuff. It's about simply destroying the West to enable communism. That's all they are. They're little tools. They don't really know why they do things. They just do it because they're told to. Alright, that's it. Share, subscribe, thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed taxes.